everybody, it's Malcolm, and this is my first video. So I'm going to be talking about Prada's 2020 Spring Menswear Collection, which takes place in Shanghai in a warehouse, and it's supposed to harken back to China's industrial period. So let's begin. Very industrial, a lot of neon colors. Very futuristic for Prada. A little Doc Martens kind of boots. Miuccia still loves her shorts. Interesting take on the bolo tie. Reminds me of the spring 2017 collection for men's with the comic book art. And then here kind of looks a little bit more of the spring 2019 with the colors and almost like baby doll concept that she had. Big bowling bag, I believe. Very chunky shoes. I like those sunglasses. Very geometric. I wonder if that's a beret? The shorts are a little longer than last year's men's, so maybe she's switching to less short shorts. Prada nylon, just that section now. The shirt dresses are pretty interesting. The cut of the pants are kind of flared, but in the Prada nylon material. It is kind of a beret. Getting a little more utilitarian with the big pockets, which is a big trend right now. Some gladiator sandals with socks, I may add. I think this section is more of their Linea Rosa. Not very sure how to pronounce it, but they're very popular menswear line that's now being sold at High Snobiety. A lot of color blocking, I've noticed. the bolo tie motif is still strong. There's a sense of like a futuristic vibe, but some of the prints that are on the actual clothes are like mixtapes and floppy disks, I presume. So it's kind of like a weird anachronistic mix between old and new. I'm really digging the long shirts and the kind of crop jackets. It plays with the layers and the dimensions. Now we're into the clutches. We saw bowler bags and kind of like shoulder. Yeah, now there's a camcorder type of logo on the shirt. There's like a little smoothie logo as well, and it kind of gives me the vibe of the colors that she's using in this collection, which are very pastel, very bright, but still in theme with kind of the vibe. If you've watched Black Mirror, it kind of gives me that like older but still futuristic type of look. Yeah, the kind of décolletage or the neck part reminds me a lot of the type of cut that she had for her women's runway collection for spring 2020 or 2019. Ooh, now it's a lot more knits, which I'm super into, even though it's for spring 2020. Yeah, the pants are very wide-legged. Well, they're doing the final walkthrough, but my initial thoughts are she's kind of, or Prada, I mean, is kind of going a 180 from where she was last year for her men's collection, which was focused on kind of tailored items and a lot more sophisticated with like blazers, and I think this time around it's a lot more casual. Maybe even more streetwear inspired. So yeah, I will look at different Vogue reviews and see what the press is saying and see what the inspiration was for this collection, and I will get back to you. So I've looked at a lot of different articles about different viewpoints and the motivations behind the collection, so I guess the title of the collection is Rhythmic Optimism, Optimist Rhythm. And so lately, Miuccia Prada has been feeling the weight of the negativity all around the world in her last resort collection. she was talking about how with so much going on, she wanted to just make clothes. Um, it's still Prada, so it's very a little avant-garde for everyday clothes, but it was a lot more tame for Prada compared to her recent collections, and it kind of gave her a sense of humanness in this society where people just seem so evil and there's so much bad happening. And it's kind of reflected, apparently, in this menswear collection, albeit a little more sexy. I kept talking about the little neckline that was a reference to kind of the baby doll look from her spring collection, and a lot of people were saying the same thing. And the whole reason for her having this collection in Shanghai is because Shanghai and Milan became sister cities 40 years ago, so it's kind of an anniversary, and it kind of brought together themes of future and the past, with the Linea Rosa being such a big hit in Shanghai, and so it's a lot of older looks that are being put on new people and new individuals for streetwear and the young culture that's a big part of Asia today. So now I'm gonna look at some details of the collection. I'm gonna go through Vogue Runway. I really liked the play on the lengths of the clothes, such as, you know, not the short shorts that she had from last year, but they were a little bit longer this time around, going almost up to the knee, and having these really long shirts that were basically dresses if you put them on female models, but for this collection with all the male models, it was definitely something different, and it plays to that oversized trend that was a little popular before, but I don't know if that's still something that a lot of people wear, I'm sure, but I feel like now with what she said last year, she wanted a lot more fitted and a lot more like perfect kind of proportions, and so having the different layers from the crop jacket to the long shirt to the medium shorts, it's very interesting to see the different plays on dimension. But I thought the pockets were pretty interesting. That's a big thing right now, and the more the merrier when it comes to pockets is what I believe the motto should be. And the little accessories around the neck, I think they're a little more towards the theme of the runway, which was the mix and match of the future and the past. And I really like that round collar that exposes the chest, and it's very interesting to see it on a man. And I think my favorite part of the collection is the end with the knits, because they're very bright, and I've always liked knits in general, but with the cut of the pants, it looks very refreshing because it's kind of, some of them are pretty chunky knits, and then you have this wide-legged white pant. So she definitely knows how to play with proportions, and it's a little rough for everyday people who are not, you know, 6'2", skinny and fit to pull these off, but you know, Prada's not for everybody. So I think my favorite look from the collection would have to be number 8, just because right now I'm really into blazers, and I like the kind of regular size blazer with the bolo tie and the shorts that are almost being covered with the long shirt, and then the socks inside of the boot. So it's a lot of highs and lows in terms of what proportion she's playing with, but I think it works really well, and it's something that I would want to try. So yeah, that was my first ever reaction, and of course it's for Prada's Men's 2020 Spring Collection, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you also look forward to seeing more of my reactions. I have a lot in store, so click and subscribe if you're interested, but I'm also trying to still figure out all of the social media, what I want to do, so please let me know in the comments what you think I should do, or if you have any advice, or what you think I should react to. Thank you!